Welcome back to the extension we're building for free. Today is going to be an amazing day because it's our last day. We're going to be building the Gable up rapid style. So far we are just smashing in all the block work. I've got my profiles set up. I've got an internal profile set up, just clamped onto the back of the brickwork. So me and Drew are going to blast out the block work as quick as possible. We're going to do all the cuts. I'll explain how I like to do all my block work cuts in a little bit. I'll also explain the lateral restraints, why we need them and how we like to fix them. But on that note, we are going to absolutely blast. Look at all those bees, what's going on there? Anyway, right. We've got the first three course off block work on, and now we're just going to slide in our lateral restraints. The lateral restraints are used basically whenever we do a roof or whenever we do a floor. I'll show you how we put them in and I'll explain the spacings. The restraints are then built into the block work. Right, there we go, push that together. So the restraints are built into the block work just like that. What I've done in this case, I've used just a rip saw just so I can get a really tight fit. They always go face down, so this point here, back up a little bit, that point there always faces down into the cavity. As well as that, they're meant to be tight up to the block work. What this ensures is that if there's any movement of the roof, it's just strong and tied in to the block work. So it basically just makes the roof and my block work gable all one unit. So that's basically how we like to do it. The spacings between each lateral restraint can vary, but most of the time we've got 1, 2, 3. In this case, we've got 3 at ceiling level, and then we've got 1 there, we've got 1 there, we've got another 1 there, and then just for precaution, we'll probably put 1 there and 1 on the other side. Right, so as you can see, the bulk of the block work is all in, which is pretty decent. I've got Drew pointing up everything, so everything's got to look really rosy. Right now, I'm just getting all the cuts in. So what I like to do for my cuts, I like to put the block on dry, put a 2-finger gap where the perp's going to be. That just roughly allows for a 10-ish mil bed joint, 10-ish mil perp joint, and then just run my trowel or anything along the back side of the block. That should give me my mark. So let me go cut that now. Good. Dear me, dusty. So what we're looking for is when we're doing our cuts, either level with the truss or just a tiny bit below. You never want it higher because when the roof comes to do his lats, if it hits the block and it's high, it'll kick the lats up. So we like to just leave it either level or a tiny bit below. Yes, so I'm going to blast all these cuts on, and then in a second we'll be hopping on to the brickwork. Right, me and Drew are laying the last block on the job. Yes, there we go, Izzy, Bricky. Drew, I wouldn't put your last name on there because I don't want people finding you, Drew.
You'd be surprised how many people somehow found my Instagram account.
Right, last block. Will it fit? Oh, it's perfect. Of course it's perfect. I did it. Right, there we go. We have got all the block work done. in a reasonable amount of time. So right now, me and Drew are going to have a quick cup of coffee, and then we're going to set all the profiles up and get blasting on this brickwork. I have just set my profiles on here. I've also set out the hockey sticks. I like to call these hockey sticks. Basically, we screw a bit of timber into the rafters. One nail there, and then we put a line from the underside of this to another timber at the top, which we have also screwed in. And all this line is, it's a mirror image of the rafter. So when we come to do the cut up in a little while, all we need to do is follow the line, mark it, and then cut. So we've set all of that up. I'm going to mark out my profiles right now, and then in a little while I'll speak about how I like to cut up all of my bricks. We are having a dry verge on this actually, so it doesn't need to be bang on, but I always like to do them pretty tidy. So me and Drew are now going to get set up and have a massive blast and really push to get this done today, because we don't want to be in Sunday, do we, Drew? No, we don't. We don't want to be here today. So yeah, we're going to crack on. We have got on 10 courses so far, pointer. Drew's smashing out pretty much most of the pointing and just all the compo. We have got a slight problem with sand. We thought we had loads, turns out we don't. So my dad's just gone off to go get a load of sand for us because we've just mixed up so much today. We're just eating it up. Anyway, we're doing the cuts as we go, which is not like me, because normally I always say, get the bulk in and then do all your cuts. But because the pitch of the roof is so shallow, if I left all the cuts off, I'd end up racking back to here, and I don't want to do that. You guys know the score, but if you don't, I'll explain to you now what we like to do for the cuts. Let's lay this. There we go. What we like to do for the cuts is a packer there for a 10mm joint and a packer there for a 10mm joint, however it's not needed. Just going to have a slight packer underneath. We're going to mark it and get it cut, and then that is how I like to do all my cuts. Just the best way to make sure everything's quite accurate. So yeah, that's how we're doing. Just blasting this panelling, aren't we, Drew?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Sand. Just a quick one, because Drew just mentioned this. When we do our cuts for a 45-degree roof, anywhere from, let's say, 40 degrees to, I don't know, 35-ish, you can just about get away with using the back of your trowel. So having a 20mm joint there allows for a 10mm perp, 10mm bed. Ideally, 45-degree roof, the rule of thumb is you can do 20mm there and it'll be perfect. When the angle of the roof changes, that rule of thumb doesn't work very well. So I'm not using that in this case, because if I was to pack out 20mm there and do the cut, it just wouldn't work, because this is a 22.5-degree roof. That angle would actually be wrong. So in this case, I'm actually going by 10mm, 10mm, and then the cut will be perfect. That rule of 20mm on the perp or 20mm on the bed only works around the angle of 45 degrees. Give or take 5 degrees either way, you can get away with it. Sand.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Now I'm broken when you're not around. Unspoken words I'm screaming out. Can you hear me? Can you hear me now? Now.
Some classy bricklayers, bro. That's how we do. This is like the proper way. Ooh. The proper way to start our last day. Good afternoon and welcome back to the actual last day of bricklaying on this job. Yesterday, despite mine and Drew's best efforts, we just quite didn't get there, did we, Drew?
No, we tried our best though.
We did try, we really did try, but it was just one of them. So we're back again on a Sunday. We've had a lie-in, we've had a fantastic cob from my mum. And now we're just going to get the final few courses in, and that is going to be pretty much this job wrapped up. So I'm actually buzzing today. So we're going to crack on, and I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Sorry, I'm slamming at you. I'll catch up with you in a little bit. Good man.
Comment autrefois silence aimé à se promettre l'éternité, sans vivre d'amour comme dans les contes et les histoires, c'est dans laisser couler les jours, profitant de chaque pas.
Right, me and Drew, it's come to that time where me and Drew are putting on the final two cuts of the entire job. I'm absolutely buzzing to have this job wrapped up. Right, there's one. We'll fill them in a bit. There we go, we've got our names on like we always do.
Yeah, man.
It only seems right that we mess up the last cut. There we go, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Oh dear. There we go. It's got to be hidden by the fridge. It's got to be hidden by the dry verge. There we go. Me and Drew have topped out, and we will celebrate with beer.
Yo!
Yeah, man. Absolutely buzzing. Oh, bless you, bro. Sick. Oh, cheers, man.
Cheers, man.
Much love, brother. There we go. That is the extension pretty much built. Me and Drew today just topped out the gable. We finished off a few soldiers around there, what we actually didn't get a chance to do last week. So we've put some soldiers on, and the job overall is looking pretty tidy. We've tidied up inside. So I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll hop downstairs and have a little look as well. Yes. Here it comes. Here comes main cameraman Drew. There you go, brother. Right, cheers. Right, so me and Drew have pretty much wrapped up. As you can see, I've not flushed up this wall. I ran out of time. I ran out of compo, but we will get round to doing it. I know I've mentioned on this build, oh, I'm building an extension for free, but honestly, it's no skin off my nose. I've just been saying it because it's quite catchy. For what my parents have done for me, this is a drop in the ocean, so it's the least I can do for them. So yeah, overall it's been a really good build. I've quite enjoyed it. Drew, you've loved it, haven't you?
Yeah.
You've been fed and watered like no other. Like, this has been a mint job for you. We both have been looked after properly. Did I say how long it's taken me? Did I tell? 6 working days. Yeah, 6 working days. That's how long it's taken us to get to this stage. We are going to be doing the knock through. Whether I do a video on it, I don't know. And we have got a garage to build on this job as well. But yeah, on that note, job done. I'm buzzing, and I'm glad to be having my weekends back. So I'll make a playlist of all the videos from footings to topping out. And yeah, that's it. Like, subscribe, comment, follow me on Instagram, because what do I do, Drew?
Upload daily there.
I upload daily there. And I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Food in my house. Thank you so much.
Cheers, Julie. What was to say? Thank you, Izzy, for everything. Love you. Oh, have you got a little note on yours?
I've got a thank you.
Oh, a little thank you note. Thank you. Oh, that's so sweet.
Honestly, it's going to be
See you later. See you later. I'm waving to my mum again, bless you.
It's a tradition, bro.